Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to review and demo for you the C.Y.O Foundation, and this is a foundation from Boots, very inexpensive, £7 or something like that, and one of you suggested that I try it because you really like it, so I thought I'd give it a go. I got it a while ago, but I got the wrong color, so it was too light and it was the wrong tone, so I bought two more since then, and I think this color that I'm wearing is just right for me. So let me quickly tell you what they say about this foundation. It is a long-lasting, creamy, lightweight foundation that really goes the distance. Smudge and transfer proof. This formula will leave skin looking fresh and flawless around the clock without cakey feeling. Medium coverage, 15 shades with vitamin E. Now, let me tell you a bit about the shades. I will insert here the shade description. So they have 15 shades. They range from 101 to 115. So obviously the 101 will be the lightest, the 115 will be the darkest. They are all, I would say, neutral foundations, but within that neutral, they still have, there will be like real neutrals, there will be neutral with pink undertone and neutral with yellow. So I like my foundations with yellow undertones, but sometimes they can be too yellow. So these are perfect because I will show you in a minute it is not too yellow. So let me show you just for comparison. The first one that I got was the 106. So let me swatch that. So this is the 106. So you'd think, yeah, it's just neutral and it doesn't look too pink. But when I now swatch it next to 107, which I've got on, you will see. So this is the 107. Now you can see how this one looks much more pink next to this one, but this one is still not too yellow. I would say that this is like a true neutral really. So that's 107, and I've got 109 as well, which will be yellow as well. It's just a bit darker. I thought I will have that one for the summer. So can you see this one is darker, but it's still yellow. So now you can see how, in comparison, how pink this is. So once you know what you prefer, then you just have to choose the intensity, you know, how dark is the color. While I was there, I also thought I'd try the Illuminating mixing cream. I am sure they come into different colors. One is gold, like a bronzy one, and this one. I don't think that they have names. They must, but I can't see. And I'm a bit blind. So they say you can use it as a primer, or you can mix it with your moisturizer, or mix it with your foundation, or you can use it on the top of your foundation as a highlighter. So I will use it on one half of my face as a primer. So the usual way, I will show you me applying it, then I will come back, and then I will come back in a few hours and we'll see how it was. Okay, let's get to the demo. Okay, so I thought that I will put this primer just on one side. Let's see if it makes any difference. It is very pretty, you know. So if you don't want to spend the money on the Laura Mercier, try this one. Can you see? It's really pretty. Okay, let's take the foundation. So I'm going to take one pump. It's quite good amount. And one pump is plenty. Okay, I'm going to do this side with a beauty blender. It blends really nice with the beauty blender. It gives medium coverage. I will have to put some more on my neck. Now I've got this terrible sun damage here. Okay, and then let's do this side with a brush. Yeah, it blends lovely with the brush as well. This foundation, I already know that blends really nicely. Okay, so this is your first coat. As you can see, my nose never ever gets covered properly. So it is good medium coverage, I would say. So let's have a look how buildable it is. Although I would leave it like this and then just set it with my Laura Mercier mineral powder, but put just tiny bit more. I'm taking like not even half a pump on each side. Just gonna do it with it. It builds up okay, but do you know what? I think you would have to put much more to get like a really good full coverage, but I'm not bothered. I like this sort of coverage. Nose, but that's normal. Nose always repels foundation, that's why I have to put concealer there. Okay, so looks quite luminous, even on this side that I don't have the primer. It's supposed to have soft matte finish. It doesn't look like soft matte, it looks quite luminous, but maybe it needs to dry out. Let's do my concealer. Okay, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Flawless Filter Concealer. Pat it in with my finger first. Put it on the top of my eyes. And then blend it in with the beauty blender. I'm going to set under my eyes with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder on a Wayne Goss 02 brush. This is my favorite brush for setting under the eyes. And the rest I will lightly set with the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder in Rich Vanilla. I could set it all with the Fenty Beauty, but you know, I like my Laura Mercier. This is not a setting powder, this is mineral powder foundation basically, but I use it to set my foundation. If I'm just setting it, I go very lightly with very little product, and that sometimes adds a bit of color. So if my foundation is too dark, I can use, because I've got this in 3 different colors, or if I've got like really light coverage foundation, then I use a bit more of it to add the coverage. And also because it's mineral, it doesn't give you that flat finish like a setting powder, it's a bit more luminous. So I just go down I have a very tiny amount, and for this I always use the Bare Minerals Flawless Face brush. I don't know why, it is not very nice brush. It's quite scratchy, but I don't know, for some reason I like it how he applies my powder. It really buffs it in. And now I will bronze, and right now I'm using the Laura Geller Baked Body Frosting All Over Face and Body Glow in Tahitian Glow. This brush is some brush from eBay that I bought. Don't really know what brush it is, but it's very nice. Okay, so that is like my foundation routine. So I use all the other products every day on the top of any foundation. So let's have a look. I really like how this foundation looks. It feels so light on my face. Have a look close up. I think the color is really good as well. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and I will come back. Okay, so I finished my makeup. I really like the look of this foundation. So remember, this is the side with the primer. This is without the primer. I feel that it looks really natural, melted with my skin. It applied really well. So yeah, I'm really happy how it looks. I will obviously come back after a few hours and let you know how it was. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, my lovely, so I am back. It is 6 o'clock in the evening, so it has been about 7 hours today. So I've worn it a bit longer than my other foundations. And this looks amazing. I see I've gone a bit shiny on my forehead, but that's just like a nice luminous look, not greasy. You know, like when you wear some foundations and they throughout the day your oils come through so much that you look greasy, not glowing. I think this is quite glowing. But if you look close up, it just hasn't changed at all. I mean, thank God. You know, obviously might settle, not hardly anything in lines, but you know, you can't help it. If you've got lines, things gonna sit in it. Love it. I can't believe that this foundation for £7 is so much better than the Laura Mercier they have just reviewed, or Burberry. They are so much more expensive. I've told you lately, even last year, I've had so much more luck with drugstore foundations. They're getting better. The only problem with drugstore foundations is the color choice. Apart from L'Oreal, who has a very extensive color choice, the rest of them, you know, are not that good. But if you are lucky enough to find your color, then you're gonna love it. Yes, so thumbs up from me for this foundation. And I can't remember, sorry, your name, whoever told me to get it. Thank you so much. I've seen those foundations, but I never ever even thought to get it, and I'm so glad I did, so thank you. So that was my review of the C.Y.O foundation. I honestly would recommend it to anybody to try it. You know, it's not expensive, even if it doesn't work out for you. But for now, that's all. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.